What's up, everyone? All right, let's see here. Whoa, we're zoomed way in. Let's take that out, back in. All right. Oh man, I forgot to turn the air down. What's up, guys? So today we're going to be building this right here, this Murph Pad. Don't know. Well, no, you can't see it because I'm in the way. So we're gonna build this Murph Pad. It's a little Micropad here. It's got LEDs. It's got switches. It's a Macropad. What more do you want? Let me go turn the air down, and we'll get right to this. Alright, what's up, folks? We're back. So this is the bottom of the Murph Pad, which I happen to like. Let me get this here build guide up. You guys want to take a look here at the product page for the Murph Pad. It's currently out of stock and unavailable. But yeah, so this is the Murph Pad. So can we get a good picture here? So it's got an extra row across the top of macro keys. Got an encoder here on the left, two more keys here to the left. I think we're gonna go with a standard numpad layout with 3 2U's, the 0, the enter, and the plus sign. And let's get to it. If anyone is looking to purchase some Boba linear thugs, I'm gonna post the order or the link one last time here. There is 100 in stock right there. Other than that, we'll be going live in about an hour and 47 minutes. I have already pre-flashed our Elite C, so we don't have to worry with that. Let's see what this build guide says to do. Oh no, dead battery, forgot to switch that out. Well, this is a useless build guide. Hope that's not the build guide. Oh no, I'm looking at the wrong page. Okay. So we're gonna go with dual encoders on our Murph Pad. I have added the second encoder, and I've got slightly lower profile encoders than that came with it. So I've opted to use those just because I like a little less encoders sticking out. Let's see if I can show you the ones that came with it so you can see the difference between the two. Is the microphone working okay, guys? Seems to be on my end, but it's hard to say. So this one here on the right, as you can see, is a tad bit taller, not much, maybe 2 millimeters. The taller one on the right is the one that we're not going to use, because I like the knob not to stick out as much. Yeah, I'd say about 2 millimeters, 1.5 millimeters. So let's get to soldering. Turn this guy on. I got my diodes. Where'd they go? Okay, there they are. I was gonna say, I know I had diodes here somewhere. Diodes. We got our standoffs. We got everything we need. I got AirPods on the desk for some reason. Let's get an empty parts tray so we have something to put diode legs in. Is this one the new flush cutters? I'm not sure. It will work if it is. I believe we threw the old ones out. So yeah, these are our new flush cutters. We're gonna need those. So everything that's included here, you've got an OLED screen, rubber bump-ons, screws, reset buttons. Jeez, they gave me 4 reset buttons. I don't know why so many. This came with a Pro Micro, but I'm going to be using an Elite C. It came with sockets and pins. I'm going to be using some low profile sockets. We won't be using theirs. Rotary encoders, we already discussed those. Encoder knobs, we've got those here. And that's about it. So let's get to soldering. We have already flashed our Elite C. Now we're going to start on some LEDs. See how many extra they gave us. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We got 2 extra LEDs. Go ahead and cut those off. The tweezers, where'd they go? Right here somewhere. We'll find them in a second. So let's get these LEDs out. Tweezers. All right. Oh yeah, low battery. One of my batteries is not wanting to charge all of a sudden. Okay, so with these LEDs, looks like they have numbered one of them. So which way? Direction boards out of the top right of the pin, blah blah blah, safer for low, in position circle, we're just putting solid path between the LEDs. Yeah, which way do they need to go? Gosh, could they have used a blurrier picture for the build guide? Okay, so the corner needs to go opposite of the actual marking on there, which is odd. Let's turn this on. If the sound gets a little weird, I'm sorry guys. It's a ventilation fan. I'd rather not sit here and breathe fumes as we do this. So let's get our soldering iron out. We are good to go. Actually, we're doing LEDs. I need to turn this temperature down a notch. Say a notch, I should say 100 degrees. Alright. Alright. So I have already wholly modded some stabilizers for this guy. So we've got second version, version 2, whatever you want to call them, Duroc stabs that I've wholly modded today while I was doing some wholly mod orders. I did like 30 stabs today. It's such a pain, but hey, this is what I signed up for, I guess. There's quite a few people that think you should use flux, which, you know, it might make things a little easier. But I personally don't think it's 100% necessary with these. As long as you know what you're doing when it comes to surface mount soldering. Shouldn't have any issues getting them to stick. Unless you're using maybe a real low quality solder. In which case, I recommend you get some higher quality solder. I use Kester's solder in case anybody was wondering. I think that's pretty much the standard solder that most folks use. It is probably regarded as one of the higher quality solders out there. This is a leaded solder. Some folks like to use unleaded solder. I don't find unleaded solder a lot more pain to work with. It doesn't want to melt as well as solder that is leaded. Notice in the build guide, they put their microcontroller on first. I guess that's just so they could test their LEDs. I'm not sure what the reasoning is behind that. Seems a bit odd to me. I usually like to wait till last to put that on, but we're going to put that on next, I guess. I find LEDs are usually what most people find to be the most difficult thing to solder first. Luckily these LEDs are pretty simple LEDs, nothing too complicated, nothing that requires any kind of strange special setup. These are just a standard surface mount SK6812s. So like the 5mm, not the 3.5mm, which I have ordered for another kit that I will be offering soon. Let's turn this light on here. Alright. Another thing, when you are doing LEDs, make certain that you turn your temperature down some on your soldering iron. LEDs are very easy to destroy by using too high of a temperature. And it takes a lot less than you would think to ruin an LED. So try to keep your soldering iron on and off of them as quick as possible. Don't spend more than a couple seconds up there if you can help it. Just enough time to get your pad hot and get your solder on, and then keep it moving. If you don't feel comfortable with soldering, there's a ton of resources out there to help you get some tips on how to solder. I highly recommend, if it's your first time, that you go out, do a little research. Always invest in high quality tools. Get you a soldering iron that is adjustable. A non-adjustable soldering iron is just going to lead to a hard, difficult path to go down. I don't think anybody wants to make anything any more difficult than it has to be. So I would recommend something that's digital and easily adjusted. You don't have to go out and spend as much as I did on this Hacko, but just make sure you get something that is adjustable. Otherwise, you may come to really dread soldering. Personally, I find soldering very relaxing and enjoyable. I know a lot of people can't stand it, and that's understandable. But for me, soldering is a joy. I actually do like it, so I can totally get it not being some people's cup of tea, though. Can be quite frustrating at times. I don't know, I think that's part of the allure to me. I like a challenge. And like I said, a lot of people might find it easier to apply some flux here when you're doing this. For me, I don't see it necessary. They tend to stick pretty good with or without. But if you do think flux is necessary, by all means, flux it up, man. You're not going to hurt anything. Some people won't apply solder at all without flux. Me, the less steps I can take, the better, in my opinion. It's a very small amount of solder that you need for these LEDs. They have a very small pad on the bottom, which I could show you here in a little bit if someone reminds me. And you want to see the pad that the solder attaches to, I'll be more than happy to show that to you. Alright, let's see. I want to make sure that we put this on the right side. Yeah, okay. So these little pins can be a pain sometimes. Speaking of which, where's my heat resistant tape? It's up there somewhere, I'll find it in a second. I just don't want these little pins to fall out because I don't feel like chasing little 1/4 inch pieces of brass around. So like I said, these are low profile sockets. They're going to sit a little lower than the standard sockets that were included with this build, or this kit, I should say. I don't know why I said build. Scissors, where'd you go? They're in the other room. Alright. So this is a heat resistant tape, Captain tape, I think is what it's called, if I remember correctly. I recommend getting you some if you're going to be socketing Pro Micros. It makes things go a lot smoother, in my opinion. I like to just use it right now to hold the sockets in place. I can line them up straight as possible. That way you don't have to worry about them moving on you quite so much when you go to solder your low profile socket into place. And you don't want to tape over the other side where you'd have to actually apply the solder. Before you go and solder all the pins, I do just one side. That way, if I do need to go and adjust it and straighten it up, I don't have a lot to unsolder, desolder I should say, unsolder. Just making up terms as we go along here. We're going to unsolder, guys. So like this one's a little crooked. So when you've only got one spot that's got solder, easily heat it up and straighten it up. Or you can attempt to straighten it up at least, which doesn't want to straighten for some reason. This tape off of here might be what's holding it crooked. There we go. Now we're sitting flush. And then you can go and throw your solder on there. So I've been looking for cases for these guys, and I know P3D Store has plans for one, but they haven't released it yet. So we're just going to go with the standard FR4 case today, since the options are limited. I don't have a 3D printer, nor do I have the required skills to create a 3D printed case. So FR4 case it is, which FR4 cases are great. Nothing wrong with an FR4 case. Is anyone familiar with the Sofle, S-O-F-L-E keyboard? I've actually got some PCBs being made. The Sofle. Hopefully they come out good, and then I can start to offer them in the store as one of the first kits that I'm going to offer. I'm really surprised nobody has bought those linear thought switches yet. What's this? What's going on, Drain Damaged? How you doing, my dude? Just sitting here. Just getting started on this Murph Pad. Made a couple little changes. I'm going to do dual rotary encoders. Going to socket an Elite C as opposed to the Pro Micro that it comes with. Have you used many Pro Micros? What's your luck been like with Pro Micros? Do the USB-Cs or the USB micro USB ports stay on for you? Am I just like really unlucky with them, or do they Does that happen for everybody? What is this? Discord is blah blah blah. Shut up, Discord. Nobody cares. Off. Low battery. You're sweaty right now. Would you just get back from working out or something? Ugh, I'll have to go get those other batteries. Okay, what the heck did I do with my tape right here? I just had it. Oh, it's right here in front of me. Your PC is a pizza oven? Yeah, me too. I turned my AC down to 68 before I started. So if you're hearing that running in the background, I apologize, but my comfort matters to me, so to me at least. It might not matter to you guys, but I'm trying to be comfortable. Do you have any of this tape? Drain damage, the Captain tape? Captain, whatever, K-A-P-T-O-N, I think is how it's spelled. The heat resistant tape. Stuff is fantastic, man. So this is going to be my first time using socketing pins. I've had them over there forever, so why don't we make use of them for a change? I've always just used diode legs in the past, but these are fancy. So we're going to step our game up and be fancy today. We'll be all bougie with our socketing pins. Oh, bent one. Fuck me. It's a good thing I got a bag of 1,000 of them over there, I guess. Okay, so I know they bend easy. You have to be a little more cautious. Lesson learned. I really hope they included an extra so I don't have to go there and take one out. You heard nothing I said, you were rubbing your eye. What did I say? Captain tape? Do you have Captain tape? Heat resistant tape? This yellow tape? I highly recommend you cop some. You're going to be socketing stuff. It makes it so much easier. What do you do with a drunken sailor? Nah, not going to do it. I don't do it when I'm soldering, man. I just don't like the fumes being around him. I will reimburse you your points though real quick. You have to do it when I'm not soldering. I just don't think it's good for them, man. They're so small and their lungs are so tiny. Why is... the heck is reviewer rewards bar? Why is it not showing up anymore? There we go. Reject or fun points back. There you go, you got your points back. Who's Morty? Morty is my guinea pig. There's pictures of them. Have you looked in the pets channel on the Discord? There is some pictures of Morty there, along with a couple other friends of the channel's pets. If you have a pet, you're welcome to post pictures there, should you want to share them with the rest of the community. Nathan Jr., is that how that's pronounced? How are you doing, my guy? Welcome to the stream. I'm not sure if you've been around before. If you haven't, welcome. Glad to have you. Hope you're doing great today. So, I'm not wearing my headset, so if I happen to miss any notifications, please don't hesitate to point it out to me in chat. Don't think I'm ignoring you or being a jerk. Good, great, awesome, good to hear, man, good to hear. How's everybody's week been so far? I got fired from my job today, so there's that. Which is fine. I tried to quit a week ago. They wouldn't let me quit. They fucking called me as soon as I left and asked me to come back, so... What? Yeah, I got fired today. It happens. Why though? Yeah, I don't want to talk about it. Just some bullshit. People don't know how to take a joke. People want to take things, everything people say literally. Ow! My finger. They haven't been able to handle me from day one there, dog. I'm a different breed than them. Man, it's okay, man. It's alright, landlubber. I'm doing fine. I've got the website going now. Keeps me pretty steady in the work. The only real reason I stayed there was for the free food. Hey, landlubber, thanks for the follow there, man. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hope you're doing great today. Glad to have you. Hope you come back often. So... Boom. Alright guys, give me 1 second. I'm gonna go grab some batteries for this thing. Oh, and he hit me with the sub. Hey. Hey, thanks, man. I appreciate that. Much love, much love. I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. Hey, thanks again, landlubber. I appreciate that sub, man. I appreciate the hell out of it. I hope you're doing great, man. Let me know if I could do anything for you. So have you guys seen KBD Fans has a sale on the Bella? Well, not a sale, but they have the KBD Fans Bella in stock right now. I think I'm gonna order one tonight because I really like the sound profile of this D45. how well that's coming through on stream. With this, what the heck? What is all this dust on this board? What the hell? But with as good as this thing sounds, man, if the Bella sounds anything like it... Oh no, what happened there? Oh no, I got a scratch on it. Somebody like coming in my house and damaging my stuff when I'm not around? But this thing sounds amazing. And if the Bella sounds anywhere near as good, I'm gonna have to cop one, man. I'm gonna have to cop it. For sure. These pins over here out of the way so we don't lose them. This black cherry soda, good stuff. Alright, let me make sure I'm orienting this the right way. Alright, so it looks like it, according to the directions here. According to the build guide I'm looking at. If anybody would like a link to the build guide, just let me know and I will throw it in chat. So you can follow along and tell me every time I'm messing something up. I always forget to point that down. I know nobody likes looking at the top of my head, which is starting to thin out. I'm in denial that I'm going to be bald in a year. Also, if you guys haven't checked out my YouTube channel, exclamation point YouTube in chat, I'll give you a link. You should definitely check that out. If you're not in my Discord, please join the Discord. Come over and talk with us, talk to the rest of the community. It's a good place, good resource, good place to make friends, to keep up with what's going on if you're not able to make the streams. I don't know if anybody has been around lately, but I've been playing a lot of the New World beta. And they just pushed the release date back a month on that. So I'm a little saddened by that, but if it means that the game is going to come out and be, you know, polished correctly and not be a debacle like Cyberpunk was, I'm okay with them backing it up a month. I don't have a problem with them backing up a game's release date if it means the game is going to work as intended. Of course, it was supposed to come out back in February. So the game has definitely seen its fair share of delays, but hey, I'm alright with it, man. Anything to not have a repeat of what happened. Oh, okay. Anything to not have a repeat of Cyberpunk. That was a disaster. Nah, man, you're not the only person that bugs me, I promise you that. I don't really think of it as bugging. It comes with the territory. You can't run a store and not be expected to answer questions and emails. Did I answer your question? If not, I can answer it now. What's the question? Because I know a lot of times I try to answer those things while I was at work on my smoke break, or when I have a moment, which is very rarely nowadays do I seem to have a free moment. And thanks again for the subscription. That is very appreciated. What do you have to say? They seem to come off. Yes, I can. Currently I can. Not normally. I can right now because Gazoo is currently moving. Let me show you this what the socketed Pro Mic or socketed Elite C looks like. So you can see the socket pins there. So that's if you ever need to swap out your microcontroller, you definitely want to socket it. Can we talk about this epic wolf design on the bottom? Just some boba housings. Okay, since you are shipping internationally, I would say if there's anything extra you might need, or you got buddies that need some stuff, try to get in together if you can, because it'll save you in the long run. There's an MOQ. It's basically the MOQ is set up so as long as the order is over $20, I don't mind shipping it to you. If you need less than $20 worth of stuff, that may be an issue, and we'll burn that bridge when we need to, should we need to. Yeah, definitely might want to talk to some buddies and stuff. Like, it's definitely easier to split a, you know, $10-15 shipping fee amongst 3 people rather than take it all to yourself whenever, you know. Normally, if you're into this kind of stuff, you got a buddy that's into this kind of stuff, so why not? Why not share the load? Let's see. Another one that's not plugged into something somewhere. There we go. So, are we gonna have LED issues or not? And we are. There's always one. There's always one. Hey, there we go. Doesn't take very much to get it going. Alright. So, we have light. And the breathing function works. Nice. Alright. LEDs. Check. Link to the build guide if anybody's interested in seeing the build guide. Control V. Boom. There's the build guide link if you want to check that out and follow along. We are about halfway down the page already? Okay. So next we're going to be doing buttons. Put the 4 buttons in the positions outline. Wait, there's 4 freaking reset switches on here? Seems a bit odd to me, but okay. I thought it was weird that there was 4 reset switches, but hey, if they've got a need for 4 of them, I'm gonna put them on, I guess. Another thing about reset buttons is they're actually absolutely and totally optional. You don't have to put them on your board if you don't want to. If you do need to reset at some point, you can use tweezers to make the connection. So if you're ever thinking, I don't like the way that reset button looks, leave it off. It is entirely an option. Personally, when I put the reset buttons on, I like to go around to the bottom and I bend all the legs in. That way, don't have to worry about it shifting and coming off or anything like that. And you don't have the excess metal sticking up, which you can always just clip that metal off, but I find it's just quicker and easier just to bend it over the PCB. That way you don't have those unnecessary bumps there. Alright. Which soldering tool would I recommend for beginners? By soldering tool, are you talking soldering iron? I really like this Hacko one. What's the one that everybody's using now? The, what is it? The TR or something? That one's really popular. This one that I've got is probably a higher end, more expensive soldering iron. The main thing you want to do is make sure you get something that is adjustable. If you got your eye on a particular soldering iron, shoot me the link. I'll tell you my opinion on it. If you can get something digital, get something digital. I'll show you the soldering iron that I am using. It looks like they've actually come down on the price quite a bit. Let me get this affiliate link. I recommend that one a lot. Let's see what else we got here. If that's out of your price range, what is the other one that everybody's using now? I mean, anything Hacko or Weller, you're not really going to go wrong with. I recommend going with something that's digital. TS100, that's it. Why was I thinking TR? And that's a relatively inexpensive one as well, from what I understand. So, give me my link, copy. Under 100, yeah. So there's your TS100. That's a good one if you're looking for under 100. It's very small. I personally have no experience with it. Yeah, probably is, but you know, if you want to use my affiliate link and help me out, that's what I posted. But you go with what works for you. If you can save 20 or 30 bucks, go save 20 or 30 bucks. I am not gonna fault you for that. I don't know about everybody else, but I work too hard for my money to throw it away. I haven't bought a TS100, so I have not really priced them, to be honest with you. I knew they were less than the Hacko. That's about all I do. Your springs went out yesterday, by the way. They should be en route to you soon. I don't get why this board has 4 reset switches. Swishes. That's what I'm calling them from now on, swishes. Here's selling mechanical swishes of sweet fame. Alright. So these are the switches I'm going to use tonight. Where's the hole I cut in here? Okay. I've got some of these TECSEE switches that I've just recently got in the store. We're going to use these tactile sapphires. I didn't lube them because I'm lazy and I was running late. I do like that they've got this like sparkly effect going, which is kind of neat. Kind of different. So, they've got a nice tactile feel. I'm normally not a tactile guy, but when it comes to my Macropad, I do like to have some tactility there. Which I imagine I'm not alone in that. I think I can. What is it, Amazon.ca? Oh, why is it so much more expensive there? Oh yeah, because different currency. So it looks like it's about $100. Oh, here we go. All right, so let's see. What are you trying to use, QMK? So that board that I posted in my Discord the other day that you hang on, that you said you didn't like. Okay, how do I do an international one? Yeah, I don't know how to get it to link to an international one. I don't know why the site stripe is not showing up. How's my Amazon site stripe? Ah, because I'm not signed in. Okay. 1 second, I want to type in my password. Oh, I guess it helps if I'm actually... Okay, where's the site stripe? Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on here. If you go over to my Discord, here it is. This is the direct link to my Amazon affiliate, so that should get you what you need. Maybe. Was it the 29th that you purchased your board, Linux? The board that I posted in Discord that you said you didn't like the logo on. The Odin. That one will be QMK compatible. There's the Odin. Alright, where am I at here? We got the buttons, it's diode time. Where'd my diodes go? Well, I'm right. There they are. Tweezers. I never get it to work on both sides for some reason with this method. Nope. There we go. Alright. Close enough, I guess, to start. I usually use a diode bending tool. I'll do them one at a time. This method's supposed to work, but it never works for me on both sides. Alright. Let's pull the tape off. Come on. Jeez. What the hell have they got this thing held on there with this time? Freaking crazy glued on diodes? What the hell? I think I just like unbent half of them as I did that. Alright. Diodes. Is the side specific that they need to go on here, I wonder? Doesn't look like it, but we'll go with the way they go on the guide, I guess. We got 11:02. Just a little over an hour until time to restock the linear stocks. And pretty much everything, not just the linear stocks. I don't know if anyone has noticed, I've decided to stop offering Holy Mod services at the minimum temporarily right now while I get everything caught up. I did a bunch of Holy Mods today. It just gets boring. Which I'm hoping I can find somebody new to help me start lubing switches, but I haven't really been looking very hard either, so yeah, can't really pan it out without finding somebody. Make sure you put them the right way, I always do. I have so many diodes in there right now, surface mount and through hole, that are now available in the store. If anybody has any suggestions of things they'd like to see in the web store, please let me know and I'll see what the possibility of getting them is. Got some lube accessories coming in the next few days. Some stem holders, paint brushes. What else I got ordered? I've got some Duroc tactile switches ordered. I've got some Sofly PCBs ordered, which the first initial batch of those probably won't be for sale in the store. It'll be mainly for testing to make sure that the PCBs work. Where do you get diodes now that Radio Shack is out of business? I get them from China. I got about freaking 50,000 of them in there right now. I get them from China. Radio Shack is actually back in business. So I guess Radio Shack is an option once again. Let's see. Okay, I got a little paranoid there when I looked at the picture. They've got the PCB the other way from me. I was like, wait, what? Do I know of any other pad kits that are available to buy now? This looks like fun. You need an excuse to use your soldering iron more. That are available right now. Oof. I did see actually, I do know something that might be up your alley. Give me one sec to get this diode flush and I will pull it up for you. Let's see here. So this one is a little bit pricier, but it is available, which is the most important thing. So there is this guy right here, which is in stock right now, but it's only available in gray. Let's see. I will answer your question in 1 second, landlubber. So there's this guy right here, which is currently in stock. Let's see. Let's see, is that, there is another one here. So you've got this here, little Macropad, 4 keys and a rotary encoder, and the Stellar 12 is also available. The Stellar 12, 75, looks like it's got a stacked acrylic case. The 1+4, or 1x4 plus 1. See what it's made of. It's an in-stock offering. Hey, how much is it? 75? Where's it coming from? Oh, it is in the US, okay. What if you don't want any switches on it? This one's apparently a micro USB. What's the KBD fans one? It is a Type C. I think the KBD fans one's probably your best bet for the highest quality. Either that or the Stellar 12. Clear tops work with boba bottoms, or are they the same? Yes, they will work. They absolutely will work. If you're looking for Macropad group buys, looks like there is currently none of those. Drain damaged. You want to learn how to make PCBs and come up with a Macropad kit we could sell on my site? And get that AI03 guide and get to learning. I'm checking Mech group buys right now. Pull that over here so you can see what we're looking at. These are all boards and interest checks. I don't see any Macropads here. The duck board. Okay, so the duck board. Yeah, I don't see anything here currently in group buy. It's the duck board. Will be selling again. When, I don't know. I'm in their Discord. Let's see if there's anything over here in their Discord. Announcements. Still have quite a few duck boards left. That was months ago when that was posted. Group by round 3 status. The global chip shortage. Now the graphics card grows 350 to 8. That's been crossed. Such. FAQ. How do you get USB-C? Questions. Yeah, so I don't see any information here on when the next ones will be. But the Mode 65, what do I think about it? I think that I have a request in for one. I've got a group buy in for one. I'm trying to remember what colors I went. For the bottom, I went for this silver mirror finish because that is fucking sexy. I got the silver mirror finish. I think I went blue on my case. What the hell colors did I go with? Let's see. Hey Siri, set a reminder for 11:55 p.m.
What do you want to be reminded about?
Restock.
Okay, add it to today's reminders.
Thanks, ho. So my mode's 65. Why doesn't it tell me what colors I ordered here? Added, removed. Okay, so mine was $514. I do know that. I don't know the specs that I went with here. Check again here. Let me see here. Let me see here. No designs. Already paid. I got number 390 apparently. Yeah, it doesn't tell me what the heck that I got. That's kind of weird. I'm not gonna log in right now. Okay. Anyways. Yeah, the duck board is Dude Board, I believe is their website. They also have a Discord you can join. Hey, there's nothing wrong with a tofu. What it means? There's nothing at all wrong with a tofu. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise. Appreciate what you got, man. There's new stuff coming out every other day. And honestly, it's probably not any better than what you have. Just because something new is out doesn't make what you have any worse. Because honestly, fucking 90% of the stuff you see is just something else in a different color. There isn't any like great brand new innovations coming out on a daily basis in this hobby. It's a whole lot of the same old, same old. Hey man, there's nothing wrong with Portico. I got a Portico. I love my Portico. I've got the Terminal Green, which I bought it because I thought nobody's going to buy this one. And I was right, because they had a crap ton of them left over that they're selling for less than I paid for mine, which pisses me off. But my PCB was messed up, so they sent me a replacement PCB. So I actually have a Portico and an extra Portico PCB. You'll never get rid of it. Alright, hey, hold on to it, man. Was it a solder or a hot swap? Hey, you never know. Extras are... If you get your hands on some extras, always do, man. Even if it's something you don't want. Because that's a... easy flip on Mech Market if you decide you don't like it. That's one good thing about this hobby. There's not any, like... depreciation. So if you find something that you want... go ahead and get it, man. That's been my way of doing things. You know, I still don't know what keycaps I'm gonna put on this guy. What the heck do we have? We got Cool Kids on a different board right now. I might put the bread ones on here. I wish there was a soldered PCB for the Portico. Really do. Oh, I was asking about his tofu. I know Portico's a hot swap. It's the only option, unfortunately. I don't know. I'm not a big fan of hot swaps. I mean, they're great for if you need something that you're going to change, but I'm not out here changing my switches often enough that I need it. Usually once I've got switches on a board, that's what's staying on that board. Putting the U4Ts you bought for me on your tofu on Friday. Something you're looking forward to after a test. Alright, nice. Heck yeah. U4Ts are a great set of switches. Speaking of which, we are getting very close to time for me to restock everything. Let's see if these are still available. Did I do something wrong here? Save. Somebody buy these? Why is it not? Okay. Visible on storefront, yeah. Purchasability. Ah, that might help if I make it purchasable, huh? Okay, if you're looking for a set of LTs, of the old linear thocks, there's one set available right there. They were made by mistake. Okay, what the heck? This will be the world's longest Macropad build. I mean, you know, if you want to make holy bobas, go for it. If you've already got assembled U4s or U4Ts, I would recommend just buying some boba housings, which you can get from Gazoo or from myself, since Gazoo is currently moving. He is not dealing with any orders right now, but if you want to buy some housings and some springs, contact me over on Reddit or Discord, and we can get you invoiced, and you can make you some holy bobas without having to break down a set of, you know, working switches. But that's entirely up to you. If you got some switches that you want to break down, break it down. I ain't gonna stop you. Drain Bam, is you still hanging out, my dude? Looks like he must have ran. Wow, no extra diodes in this kit, just the right amount. That's kind of unexpected. Usually you get a ton of extra diodes. They're so damn cheap. All right. I think he mentioned. Oh, that's right. He said he was sweaty because his computer was hot. That is right. He's been playing New World with me some lately. Has anybody in chat played New World? Or is anybody in chat planning on playing New World? If you're planning on playing it, you should definitely join our server. join the same faction and join our company once the game goes live. Because we want to get big as quick as possible. Has anybody in chat ever used any TECSEE switches before? Have any opinion on TECSEE switches? Why do I put my soldering iron on the water or sponge before I solder? So, when your soldering iron sits there, it slowly oxidizes, and it gets to where, so see how the soldering iron tip is I'll burn myself trying to do this. Alright, so see how the tip is shiny? That's what you want. As it sits there and gets exposed to the air, it oxidizes. And when it's oxidized, it doesn't melt your solder as well, and it's actually really bad for the tip. So you should clean it frequently. And as you use it, you get, you know, rosin and bits of solder that slowly stick to your soldering iron. Do you not clean your tip frequently when you're soldering? Just the way I was taught when I was soldering. And I found it to be the way to go. You don't use the water? Some people don't. They say it cools the soldering tip down, but I don't go directly over to it. It gets off a lot more impurities than just the brass one does. So when you use the brass sponge, I found it leaves, if you look at it afterwards, it leaves stuff up there that the water just does, that the water gets off, that the brass alone doesn't. You're not alone in not using the wet sponge. There's a lot of people that don't, but I guess I'm just from the school of thought that using both is the way to go. And it's just what I've always done, so it's probably what I'll continue to do throughout my soldering career. Usually 10-year wires. I mean, it depends on what I'm doing. Diodes, no need to 10 them. Personally, I much prefer surface mount soldering to through hole. I know most people are the other way around. Many people find surface mount daunting. I don't find either of them particularly hard. I just prefer surface mount. If I'm doing wires, then yeah, I'm gonna tin them, but these are diodes, they're not wires. So tinning them is not necessary in my humble opinion. But everybody's got their own way of doing things, and if your way works for you, stick with it. Never heard of a tip tinner, so I use this right here from Thermaltronics. Which it's just solder plus powdered solder plus some extra stuff. It's supposed to keep your tip a little better, a little longer. I always use it. I like it. It's quicker than melting soldering. Melting solder. I like it, and it's cheap, you know? It's not like it costs much. It's basically just some, like I said, powdered solder. Okay, why are those two not down flush? Probably not the type of thing that matters to most people, but I like to have it down there flush. Where did my flush cutters go? On the floor. So you make cables? Nice. So yeah, I would imagine when making cables you would want to tin the wires. Oh man, new flush cutters are so great. Actually ordered some new tweezers today. Mine are just getting old and misshapen, as they tend to do over time. As the last flush cutters I had were still good. They just, you know, I'd had them so damn long, it was time for something new. Well, it's not something new, but a new pair. I ordered the exact same ones I had before, so. I ordered a different brand of tweezers today than I normally do. Look in general. What you got me looking at? Just an entire episode of SpongeBob? Are you trying to get me some copyright strikes or something? Speaking of which, oh, it looks like my desktop audio is muted. Cool. Surprised I haven't found any diodes I've missed. Happy Dancing Cat. That looks fire. What are you talking about? Oh, the Murph Pad. Okay. Gotta go? Alright, see you later. Someone has nitro. What are we talking about? Since somebody nitroed my server? Is that what you're saying? Well, I've never had anybody boost my server. That would be cool if somebody did, but that's what I thought you were talking about for a second there. But no, it's just a link. If it's just a link, it doesn't matter the size. Technical compression. When I do the rendering for my videos, I do the slowest possible one for the highest quality. Don't know if that's just a me thing, but that's the way I do it. Might be a bit wasteful and time consuming, but that's the way I like it. I like to think that my YouTube videos are of the highest quality I can release when I release them. Probably just flung bits of metal all over the room. I don't know why I didn't put my hand over it when I was cutting those little bitty pieces. Alright, all our diodes are on. That's pretty flush there. Let's do a quick key test. Oh jeez, it's bright. Why are half of them a different color? Why can't I ever just leave well enough alone? It's like a glutton for punishment. There we go. What's going on with those colors? Let's see. What the hell just happened there? There we go, now we're looking good. Boom. Key tester, full screen test matrix. Okay. Alright, I gotta turn these LEDs off, they are blinding. Okay. Okay, why is this one not working? Oh, that's because it's just the same. Okay, never mind. Got one right here. What are those set up to be? So they're layers. Okay, it is a layer, that's probably why. Okay, not sure why that one's not working. There's a diode somewhere. So, don't think we did. We'll figure it out. This one's not working. Okay, it is. I think this is our layers. That's plus. So I think we're all good here. All right. Did I have to solder the controller, the microcontroller? Yes, I did have to solder that on. And I socketed it as well, so it'll come off should I need to take it off. All right. OLED screen time. Which I'm gonna come back to that. I'm gonna do it after I put the switches on. This build guide, it seems to do things like in a much different order than I like to do things normally. I like to do OLEDs last, I like to do microcontrollers last, but it's got me jumping all over. It's messing with my whole usual order that I like to do things in. Okay, those header pins are straight. Okay. Yeah, they recommend taking this off. I've always left this on in the past, but okay, I can take it off. Not a big deal. Boom, gone. OLED screen sits flush on this board. That's a little different than the way what I'm usually used to. Throw some solder up here. Let's get back here and straighten it up. Oh, dang it. That is not straight at all. Perfect. See what our OLED looks like on here. It says MechWild logo. It says layer and base. Nothing fancy about this OLED screen. Alright. clip the top too while we're at it. Okay. Encoders. I'm gonna go with 2 encoders since there's the option for 2. Why not, right? Like I said, I have a little bit lower profile encoders that I sell in my store, so I'm gonna put those on instead of the included ones, just because I like my encoder to not be as tall as the other included encoders. These things are always such a hassle to me. There we go. Alright, Curveball, when am I making an OnlyFans? I don't know, how much you gonna pay? It's gonna be hot soldering videos. Gotta give the people what they want, right? I wonder if I should have clipped that blue plastic off to make it sit even lower. Let's see what this one does. Contrast. Interesting. Interesting. Why would I need a contrast knob? I don't know. I need to figure out how to adjust what a rotary encoder does. If I could do it through VIA without having to go into QMK, that would be ideal. Should show the stream my pasta pajama pants. Well, first of all, they're not pajama pants, they're chef pants. And second of all, how the hell do you know I'm wearing my pasta pants right now? How do you know these things? Oh, I showed you earlier? Okay, yeah. Yeah, I'm wearing my pasta pants currently. 100 bits and I'll show the pasta pants. No, I'll show you my pants, hang on. I have a lot of crazy pairs of chef pants. This just happens to be one. The one that I'm wearing today. I was so pissed. I went to eat and was like looking forward to listening to my podcast. Pasta pants. Oh. Alright. I was looking forward to listening to my podcast while I ate. Pulled out my damn AirPod case, which just fell on the floor somewhere. I'm sure I'll roll over it here in a minute. Break it. Alright, but yeah. Pull out my AirPod case just to realize that the damn AirPods weren't in there. They were sitting right here on my desk. Doing me absolutely no good in the restaurant. I guess I could have just cranked it up and forced everybody to listen to my podcast, but I think that would have gone over too well. Oh, we're getting close to time for the restock there, eh? Wonder. I'm doubling the amount of linear thugs available this week, so maybe they'll last more than a few minutes. Add. You're getting an ad right now? Why did you get an ad? What, did you reload the page or something? Get in there. Why is it just kind of working? There we go. Okay, I guess it takes a minute to get going. Stream froze for you? That sucks. Seems like it's working backwards though. Shouldn't to the right be up and to the left be down? Maybe not. What do I know? Alright. Now, are we finally on to switches? Is there some other crazy shit I don't know about that we gotta do with this thing? Alright. So I think I'm gonna go with bread for the keycaps. Since the black and red I think would go nice with the colors of this board. Anybody else got an opinion on keycaps? I got a few different choices. I can tell you what I've got here in a minute. I've got obviously the novel keys purple, blue on white. I've got Cool Kids, but I'd have to pull it off of another Macropad. I've got what else do I have? Got something else. I'm having a brain fart. Who the fuck is texting me right now? I've got I'll have to go look in a second. I've got black on white, or white on black, excuse me. Got white on black. What else have we got? I've got see, bread, white on black, purple, blue on white. Something else. What the heck? I've got like several keycap sets and they're all escaping my memory right this second. Let's see. You guys can probably see my giant stack of boxes I've got over here. Alright, let's see. What keycap sets do we have over there? We got purple, blue on white. Can you see my keycap sets that are up there? No. Right there in that corner. Up there. Purple, blue on white, white on black. Aether's empty. We got bread. We got black on white. Another white on black. We're gonna go with bread, I think. We're gonna go bread. Anybody got a problem with it? No keycaps? Yeah, just go keycapless. Is that gonna be the next big craze? Everybody's going without keycaps? Jesus, people stop texting me for an hour. Actually, I think that is China. Trying to sell me some shit. No keycaps, the next big thing. You heard it here first. And these stubs were wholly modded. For anybody that's wondering, I did them while I did a crap ton of stabs earlier today. I think bread's gonna look really good on here. Anybody else in chat on a set of bread keycaps? I've got bread and I've got Sanctuary, but I haven't opened Sanctuary yet, and I don't want to open it yet. I wonder when the hell my GMK Evil Dolch is gonna ship. That's what I'm waiting on. Got a GMK set over there right now. I've got Future Funk, which I have yet to open. Just like, I don't want to open it because I feel like right now with it being unopened, it's kind of like my insurance policy. If I need money really quick, I can sell it. All your sets are in group buy. Hey, I feel the same way, man. I got so many group buys I'm in waiting on. Like GMK Tuesday would be nice to have right now. Tell you what, though, I'm getting hungry. All the novelties, hell yeah. See, what else did I get? Jeez, I can't even think right now. I'm in so much shit. Hurts my brain to try and remember all the group buys I'm in. For a while there, I was entering them left and right, and I was like, I gotta stop fucking doing this. I'm just fucking making myself unnecessarily wait for shit. There's a few GMK sets right now in stock on Thock stock, but none of them that really jump out at me. Go grab these keycaps. Oh man, keep forgetting about those. So I got the Red Dragon K56 supported by KMK, and it's true on the floor. Allegedly, the switches suck, but I plan on replacing them anyway. So I got 4 pounds of high chew in yesterday. I would double check on that before I bought it. But I got 4 pounds of high chew candy and a bunch of damn flavors I've never seen before on Amazon. So if you make a purchase in my store anytime soon, expect to get a piece of hot chew with it. Alright, so I've got an extra 4 keycaps there, which are perfect. Extra 4 blanks. That'll work out nice for this. You did check on it? Okay. Alright. Let me know how it works out for you. You just bought a keyboard, now you're buying another one? Okay. You don't like the one you just got or something? What's wrong with the one you just got? Okay, let me hold this switch down. That one sounds good. Come on. That one also sounds great. The last but not least, another fantastic sounding set of stabs. Let me set these keycaps down right quick. I tend to lube the hell out of my stabilizers because it's a stabilizer. Doesn't matter if it's over lubed, in my opinion. Where did the damn plate go? There we go. Okay. Alright, let's get some switches out of here. I need to update the stock on these switches too, since I'm about to use them. Okay. Why is the MechWild logo on the bottom? Why is this not lining up right? What's going on here? It's not gonna go that way. Did I put all this shit on upside down? No way, hang on. Some shit pictures here. I don't think I did. If I did, yeah, definitely put it on the way that they show them putting them on. Yeah, because the lights wouldn't be on the top, they'd be on the bottom. It's alright. So why does the fucking plate backwards? Who knows? Do the holes line up? Yeah, okay, that's all that matters. As long as we can still assemble the damn thing. What do I need? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What's going on with this one? Doesn't sit down there very tight. That's what the way that plate is. Alright. A couple of them will fall out. Okay. Let's get some switches soldered down. Come on, soldered melt. There we go. Oh, Pharaoh Wizard with the raid. What's up, everybody? Pharaoh, what were you playing tonight? Give yourself a shout out. You know how to do it. Exclamation SO. Out here, putting the finishing touches on this Macropad right now. The first time using this brand of switch, but I'm stocking them in my store, so I figured I gotta see what they're all about, right? Playing some CNC. How did were you playing TD or RA? You just call me a hobo? What's the difference between a bum and a hobo? A hobo is a bum on the move. Tiberian Dawn, huh? Is that what you're playing nowadays? Why Tiberian Dawn? Am I even still on the leaderboard in RA? Probably not. Got a tournament match on Sunday. Who are you playing in a tournament match? And who's hosting a tournament? Oh, stupid solder getting placed. There we go. Get in. Oh shit. I gotta do the restocks of the switches. Let's see. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, and linear thugs. Boom. Switches are back in stock on the website, guys. Please, what? What's the backstory on the Nixdorf white tops? The backstory? Nixdorf is a Linux thing, and it's just a play on the name Nixdorf. It's just a top with a tighter tolerance. Not a whole lot of backstory to it. All right. So after that brief break, whoops, or my ISP decided it was just gonna, do planned maintenance. I went and got some food, and on the way, passed about 4 trucks for the cable company, about a half a mile up the road. And I knew my internet was still going to be down as I was pulling back home and saw they were still out there. Quite depressing. But we're literally almost done here. Got what, 2, 3, 4, 5, about a half a dozen switches to solder in here. And then we put these keycaps on and all that fun stuff. See how these TECSEE switches are. It's the main reason I went with them. I want to see what these switches are about. Can't sell a product I haven't used. I guess I could, but you know, seems a little shisty. Is that the word? You're selling products that you don't use. I do like to know what my products are like, so if people come at me with questions, I can answer them, at least to the best of my abilities. So who all has like still been in the chat since earlier? It's like there's already a few people here. I hate it when Discord goes into streamer mode and just has to go full screen telling me streamer mode enabled. Okay, I'd still like to see what I was looking at before that. What's going on, landlubber? We're back. Back in action here. And we're just about done. Looks like we got this last switch here to solder on. Now I guess I could have continued to work on this off stream and been done with it, but where's the fun in that? Seems kind of anticlimactic to just kind of bail on everybody and not finish it on stream. Plus, I will be downloading and combining the two videos into one and putting them on YouTube later tonight or tomorrow. So it looks like all our switches are in. Let's plug in some power here. Let's see, via key tester test matrix. Let's see, that is the wrong board. Key tester test matrix. Turn them sounds on. 1, 2. Wait. Why did? Huh? I got the board upside down. Whoa, what just happened there? What the fuck's going on here? What's going on, Organic Ferret? How you doing today, my dude? Alright, something just happened here. I don't know what. I don't like it. I know that. Or if I'm like shorting it out on something. There we go. Alright, key tester, test matrix, key sounds. What the fuck is going on here? My cable's just not plugged in on the other end. I'm just gonna hold it up. I think like must be setting it down and shortening it out against something. Let's see. Alright, so it appears that everything is working. I don't know what these 3 buttons are for down there. I don't have those 3 buttons on mine. Who knows? Okay, so we know we're working. We know we're in business. Alright. There we go. Standoffs and screws. Let's see, are these standoffs going to fit through the holes? Okay. Think you lost your mind. You're really considering playing Halo Infinite competitively. Alright, man. That's not necessarily losing your mind. If you enjoy it, go for it, man. Do what you like, man. Do what you feel. Do what you feel. If you're having a good time, by all means, man, make it happen. Do what makes you happy. That's what I always say. That's my philosophy. If you're not hurting others and you're enjoying it, go for it, man. So there's an awful lot of holes in this. I guess that's in case you want to do it upside down. So it's black instead of having this sweet wolf. Dog, wolf thing. I don't know. I like it. I think it's kind of cool. Unique. So I did see that the guys that made Duckboard, the board that I built the other night, are doing another interest check over on Reddit. So if you're interested in getting one of those, might want to go fill out that interest check form and submit some feedback on what you'd like to see out of it. Okay. So for everyone that was around earlier and has come back, welcome back. I am terribly sorry about my internet's planned maintenance. They may have planned it, but they damn sure didn't share their plans with me. I immediately thought, shit, did I not pay my fucking internet? I checked, that was not the case, but it was due, so I went ahead and paid it. I imagine they probably just got like every person that's forgotten to pay their internet just paid their internet in the past 2 hours when they went to do something and found out they had no internet. Like, oh shit. That's always my first instinct. Something goes off. Did I forget to pay something? If anybody's wondering, no, I'm not screwing these screws all the way down quite yet. There's supposed to be another standoff right there. I don't show there being one on the build guide. So there's definitely a hole that lines up there though. Let's see. Okay, tweezers, where'd you go? Weird. Dang it, screw, get in there. I really need those tweezers. Where did they go? Anybody else set something down and immediately lose it? Okay. Organic Ferret, did you play New World at all in the beta? And are you planning on buying the game when it's out and completed? Its final release has just been pushed back yet again. Honestly, I'm okay with it being pushed back as long as it comes out finished and I don't mind them delaying a game. What I have a problem with is them releasing a game that's not finished, which has so often become the norm nowadays in gaming, which is pretty fucking shameful if you ask me. It's all just a big cash grab. They know their shit's not finished. It's one thing if it's like a minor update. Well, it's just a one-time purchase. The game is not a it's not a monthly subscription, so you buy it once and then you got it, unless you want to. There is in-game purchases for like cosmetic items. It's not like a pay-to-win type thing. So it's worth checking out if you're looking for a new, really good looking MMO to play. I would recommend checking it out. But if you don't have the time or the funds, I totally understand. I was surprised at how gorgeous the graphics were even with my 1660. Went by Best Buy again. If the beta is any indication, the answer is yes. There was a lot of people streaming and playing and watching the beta. So I'm assuming that's going to carry over to the final game. At least I'm hoping it does. 'Cause, I mean, it was a lot of fun. I gotta say, it was a heck of a lot of fun. A lot of us played together. Namely Yamato, Pharaoh, myself, Elite Linux, Hacksaw, Drain Damage. Killa even got in and played. So it had a surprising amount of dude, I'm telling you, it's addictive as fuck, man. It's like we're all sitting there playing it like, we know this is all gonna get deleted in 2 weeks, why are we grinding so damn hard? But you know, it is what it is. I got to where I had a house and 23,000 gold at the end. Alright, number pad keys. So here we go. 0. Decimal point. You know, the decimal point that you use oh so often. Did I close that? I guess I did. Okay. Ooh, wait a second. Do we have accent keys? We do have accent keys. We're going red enter. The old sexy red enter. Check one thing on this layout. Do I have a single unit 1U backspace? No, I do. I just gotta find it. There's 1 1/4. Okay, maybe I don't have a 1U backspace. Is that the right profile? I believe that is the right profile. Alright. Profile we got here, is it the same profile? I think it is the wrong profile there. Let's see. I have those backwards. Let's see. They're all the same profile. So we're gonna put this one here. Thinking about it, you have some Brave tokens, so you might have enough to buy it. Hey, you know, it's worth looking into, man. If you're looking for something new to play, I suggest New World. I found it a lot of fun. I think Pharaoh found it to be a lot of fun. Jesus, that thing was on there. I think everybody that played it pretty much enjoyed it. I don't know of anyone that played it and was like, oh, this was awful. It's not the right profile either. That one is. What is the release date? It was August 31st, but I believe it was pushed back today. So now it's September 28th, the day after I go to a Stephen Marley concert. So that'd be a good couple days in a row there. Jesus, could they make these things any more difficult to get out of here? So you got plenty of time to decide. It's not like it's coming out tomorrow or anything. No, they just pushed it back a month. Which, honestly, I'm not surprised. There was a lot of bugs that still needed to be worked out. And I think, I know most people probably wouldn't agree with me, but I think pushing it back was absolutely the right thing to do. Like I said before, I'd much rather the game come out and be polished and finished and correct rather than it get rushed out and it be another Cyberpunk. I think most people are, thanks to the debacle that was Cyberpunk, I think a lot of people are realizing, you know, maybe it's not a bad idea to wait. But I mean, those guys at Cyberpunk were like getting death threats and shit to release a game. Like, who the fuck is that fucking much of a loser that they've got to go and pressure devs to push the game out? Pretty fucking sad what the world is coming to, I guess. Hey, what can you do? You didn't think Cyberpunk was rushed? It may not have been rushed, but it damn sure wasn't complete when they released it. That nobody can argue that it was actually finished. I mean, yeah, they definitely took their time on it. So we got red on there. We got our two rotary encoder knobs here. Black with silver accents. I think I had really bad man. That's very possible. Who was it? CD Projekt Red. I love rotary encoders. All right. Boom. We're all in business here. Let's see what the LEDs look like. Lights out. Turn the LEDs back on. Pretty bright. Let's see what kind of lighting options we have. We got breathing. That's look purple. Should be red. There we go. It still looks kind of pink, doesn't it? Like a dark red. Where do we have to get dark red? Let's see. I'll turn this to solid color while I adjust the color. There we go. Alright, we got breathing. Breathing 3 is faster. Breathing 4 is faster still. Rainbow mood. What or what even for the LEDs? Just for shits and giggles, for colors. Got the snake. Got the night, which I always like night. We got Christmas. Not feeling Christmas. Got a bunch of different color gradients here. Rotary encoders? Could be for lots of different things. I think we're gonna go with breathing. I want it slow. Yeah. There we go. Kind of has a menacing red to it there. Rotary coders are, you can use them for different things. So this one here controls volume, while this one here is apparently set to brightness. I don't know what brightness it's supposed to be set to, because when I turn it, it's not changing anything. But it's definitely a brightness picture there. Contrast. Let's see, is it changing the contrast of the screen? I don't know what the heck it's doing. Let's see, I think you can change what they do, but you have to upload a file to change it. Bottom left, left to view, bottom right, right enter. Split right plus sign off, left plus sign off, okay. So, yeah, so I don't... Yeah, I have no idea how to change the rotary encoders via VIA without a file. Let's see. It can be done. I know it can be done through QMK, but VIA I just find to be more user friendly. It's basically QMK's GUI interface. Okay. Dump these soldering bits into the trash can. Let's see here. Oof. It is a lot larger than my other numpad. And so like when I press this, it mutes it, because these also act as buttons. This one, I don't know what the heck it does. Got to figure out how to change it. There's definitely a way. Sound test, unless you missed it. I haven't done a sound test yet. It's kind of hard to do a sound test of a numpad because you don't really have... Yeah, give me 1 second. I'm trying to figure out how to change what a rotary encoder does. Encoder support on VIA. It's actually possible to change the listen to VIA documentation. Use code VIA.h. I'm sure I'm taking it. Change logs. Give me this thread. There has to be a way to do it. I've just got to learn it. Might have to make a new key map and upload. Yeah, there's definitely a way to do it, but I don't know what it is. Typing test. Let's see what we can do here. All right. So, as far as switches go, still ready to get really bright, guys. As far as switches go, these are TECSEE Sapphire switches. So the tactile switch. These are factory. I haven't changed anything on them. They're not a very pronounced tactility. So let's see how they sound in this FR4 board. All right. Whoa. What are these? F1, F2, and F3? Yeah, it's gotta be. Let's see, is this fan still on? Okay, let me just see here. Let's see here. Alright. Oh, wow. 21 words per minute. Fascinating. Alright, let me drop this mic down a little bit. Okay. Oh, I keep forgetting those are the function keys on the top there. Enter sounds really nice, I guess. So, I guess that's about it. Not a whole lot more we can do here. Maybe figure out why the lights are not breathing. Oh, no, they still are. Okay. I kind of like the slow breathe on the red there. Looks, gives it kind of a menacing vibe. Slow in and out fade of the light. So, does anyone have any burning questions they want to discuss. Anybody have anything exciting going on in their world today? This will definitely be reviewed and put on YouTube in the next couple of days. I like to spend a little time with it before I rush out and put a video up. I want to, you know, form an opinion that I feel is accurate and appropriate. And sorry, I am not flicking you guys off. I'm just saying, fuck you guys now. But yeah, so I like to use them for a few days before I upload that video. I've got another video I'm going to be doing real soon on just pay the invoice. Nice, okay. I'm going to be doing a video here soon on bespoke keys diamonds. So I've got a few of them right here that are still stock. These are some really interesting switches. I'm going to be putting them in this hot swap D45 here. And I'm about to turn the lights back on, so you might want to close your eyes. So this D45 here, that sounds fucking amazing. Probably gonna order. KBD Fans has a Bella, which is a larger of this same board essentially. Of course, mine fucking something got dropped on them. There's dings right there in the. It pisses me off. But I really like the sound of this board, and I'm hoping that the Bella has a very similar sound profile, as I'm seriously considering getting it. Doesn't that sound great? I think it's so clean sounding. But I think that's going to be it for me tonight, guys. Who is streaming that is our friend? Do we have any friends of this stream streaming currently? Let's see. I know who we're gonna raid, guys. We have someone that is an affiliate with my website. We're gonna raid them. Should ask him what his promo code is, and once you get his promo code, use it for your next purchase, get you 5% off, and help support his stream at the same time. We're gonna send this over to Project PTTV, guys. Let's go in, let's see what he's doing. He is opening a huge Keeb package and doing Keeb stuff. Looks like he's got a Rama Kara 60 there, so let's go drop in and see how he's doing. Thanks for being here, guys. Thanks for coming back after the internet going down. Sorry that happened. It was not in my control. Had it been in my control, it wouldn't have happened. But see you guys real soon. Thanks to Pharaoh for the raid earlier. Thanks to Landlubber for the follow and the subscription as well. And thanks to everybody that's here. If you haven't followed or haven't seen my YouTube, hit that follow button down that way. If you haven't seen my YouTube, here is a link to that. Check it out. Hit that subscribe button there. And in a couple of days, I'll be uploading a review on my impressions of this Murph pad we built tonight. Thankfully you saw the pad. Yeah, hey, you got to see it get finished up. And this build stream will actually end up on YouTube as well later. So guys, thanks for being here, and we'll see you again real soon. Have a great rest of your evening.